forever.
Our backs against the wall. It seems impossible, but there's nobody else I want by my side to stand in with me to take this fight through the rise and fall. With our fearless hearts, we could beat the odds, and we could live for 1,000 years. We could be legends if we all go down. If our time is now, we could let everyone know we were here. We could be legends.
We can live forever.
What's up guys, JNO here and welcome to the first in the Fantasy Football Fantasy Premier League series.
Our backs against the wall. It seems impossible, but there's nobody else I want by my side to stand in with me to take this fight through the rise and fall. With our fearless hearts, we could beat the odds, and we could live for 1,000 years. We could be legends if we all go down. If our time is now, we could let everyone know we were here. We could be legends.
We can live forever.
Okay guys, we are live and I have no idea if everything's working. I think my audio is working. If you can hear my phone in the background, I'm just using that to check that everything can be heard. So, what's up guys, how you all doing? I'm hoping everything's going well, but I'm literally got so many different things running right now. I have no idea what I'm doing. Because that's still playing the intro, so So 1 second, and if I can hear my voice in a second. Yep, that's good. Cool. Audio's good, I think. I'm also having to run the game from my iPad because for some reason my Virgin TV will not work from the computer. So I'm now got my iPad down here, you guys right in front of me with the chat, and hopefully you guys can see a text update of the game in the screen to the side. You can ask me questions. I'm not just going to watch a game and ignore you guys. Evan J. Fox, you can always ask questions. So I think we're all set. We've still got a decent amount of time before the game kicks off. 20 minutes. I started a bit late because my wife was having a little nap and I didn't want to wake her up too early. Yes, Pete, I am answering FPL questions today. Yeah, the draft. I did that draft episode, Marcus, and I meant to do another one, but I just I've just been that busy. Oops, something has happened with this web page. I'm not meant to touch this one, so hopefully I can stop messing it up. Yeah, okay, there we go. So the text is good. So let's move my mouse over here before I mess something else up. Anyway, how are you guys all doing? I hope you checked out the video that was released at 12 o'clock today. If you want, go check that out now and come back. We'll still be here. We're here until the Community Shield finishes. Let's catch up with the chat. We've got some Arsenal fans in here. Jordan R is an Arsenal fan. Don't kick out all the Chelsea fans. I know you're a mod, but let's watch this game together and then one of you can brag to the others. We've got CRO Chelsea, wanting the Chelsea win. Thoughts on 6.0 forwards? Guess what video will be coming on Monday or Tuesday, Pete? It will be about cheap budget forwards. As far as Mooney is concerned, I think Mooney could be a good shout. He's nailed on. He's done well during pre-season. I think is it 4 goals he scored, maybe 3 goals. So definitely Mooney could be a good shout. There's not many great budget striker options out there. And Huddersfield don't have too bad a start to the season, or is it Brighton that don't have too bad a start? One of the teams has a pretty good start to the season, and it could be Huddersfield. So Mooney could be a good shout. Can I show a stream of the game? I have no idea. I'm not sure I'm allowed to show you a stream of the game. One, I was considering putting my BT Sports stream on, but I'm pretty sure I will get copyright striked. So yeah, I still have to look into that, so apologies. If you can watch the game and watch a stream, you may want to do that. Oh, is it, Marcus, are you talking about the 4th draft I was doing? Because I missed it as well. I'm not going to lie, that's how busy I've been, so, you know, apologies for that. I will try and set up another stream or another draft before the season starts. And I'll try and get you that link, Marcus. Guys, good question. Do you guys think Francis will start for Bournemouth? I don't know, to be honest. I'm not going to make a judgment on that. I'm not sure. What do you think about Iwobi? Iwobi will be a great shout if we actually see Sanchez leave. I think if Sanchez stays, he might struggle to get into the side. We've got Daniel in the chat. We also had 2 subscribers while I was setting up the stream. So, still climbing in subscribers. I don't know what our sub count is right now. But yeah, we've been killing it at the moment. Yeah, I thought it was Huddersfield that had a good start to the season, Marcus. The thing is, Iwobi, if he plays, he seems to get into good positions and get everything set up. Get assists, get goals, so he's definitely a good shout, Iwobi, if he can get into that first team. Yeah, West Brom goalkeeper and defence have been pretty poor, to be fair. Alright, Jeff Holt is sitting there with his wife, who, thanks to How to Play Football, has completed their first FPL squad. Maria, I'm glad you watched my series. I'm glad you're starting to get into FPL. That's fantastic. That's the whole point of that series, is to help people play the game, get new people into the game. So I'm glad it's done that. What do I think of Tammy Abraham? Again, there will be a video out Monday or Tuesday about Tammy Abraham when I talk about budget strikers. He will most likely be starting for that Swansea side, so I think that will be good. I definitely think Tammy Abraham has the quality. Just I'm not sure about the Swansea side in general, with Sigurdsson either staying and probably not being happy or going. Salah, definitely a good shout. I think he was in my video today. I think at the start of the season, Mohamed Demadash, I think Morata will probably not start. I'm not sure he's fit enough yet. But then I think when he is fit enough, I don't see Conte playing more than one person up front, unless he can think he can play Morata behind Batshuayi. Marcus, I completely forgot I even had that draft up, so apologies. I need to set something else up. That draft is pretty much a throwaway. I'll leave it there because some people will have joined it and might have played. But yeah, I dropped the ball on that one, to be honest. Has Oxlade-Chamberlain replaced Kolasinac in this squad today? I've not seen the lineup yet. I don't know then. They may rotate all three of them, which would be annoying. Will Gabbiadini and Austin start? I will be doing a pre-season cover video. Again, I don't know if Gabbiadini and Austin are going to start. That whole Southampton striker situation is confusing me. Marcus has swapped out Ben Foster for Begovic. I'm very close to doing the same, mate. I'm very close to doing the same. Ayush Falur has started our internship. Well done, man. Look, if you're busy and can't keep up, I can't always keep up with my videos. If you've noticed, I've been replying to comments a lot less. I apologise for that. I'm hoping going to sit down tonight and just reply to as many comments as I can. But yeah, it gets busy. I've just started a new job. I'm busy and I'm pushing myself to keep getting the videos out. So we've managed to do that. Mohamed Demadash, I meant today's match, JNO. Oh, as far as I'm aware, in today's match, Morata isn't starting, as far as I'm aware. Best formation, fatal frags for FPL, I'm still going to say 3-4-3. It could be 3-5-2 this year, could be 4-4-2. This is probably the first year where it's been a real debate. Why on earth is Dele Alli in a UFC cage? What's this advert? Sorry, an advert's just come up on BT Sports. And Dele Alli was just fighting the women's, is it flyweight champion? And now Dele Alli's playing in it. This advert looks quality. Is he going to kick the cricket ball? Sorry, he broke his foot kicking the cricket ball. This is actually a really good advert. When you guys get a chance, check out the BT Sports advert. I actually quite enjoyed that. Anyway, back to the chat. Can we see your team? My team hasn't changed since the FPL first draft video. Ward-Prowse or Redmond? If Ward-Prowse can nail down a first team spot, Ashwin, I'd definitely say go with Ward-Prowse. But Redmond seems more nailed on to me. By the way, listen to Anise Daniel. Hit the like button, guys, if you're enjoying the stream. It always helps. And share it on Twitter. In fact, I will do that right now. But yeah, share it on Twitter. Get as many people in here as possible. If you're just joining, there won't be a stream of the game. I'm pretty sure I will get my channel copyright striked if I put a live stream of the game up. So there is no actual footage. I'm still looking into it, but I can't find anything online whether I can actually put, say, highlights of the game, or if I can put some sort of news coverage of the game up or anything like that. Kurtjoy is in the stream. Can we get some hearts in the chat for Kurtjoy joining the stream? Mark Antigua thinks Gabbiadini will start as he played well in a 2-0 win versus Sevilla. If James Ward-Prowse plays, I actually think James Ward-Prowse will be the player. This is a prediction. The player of the Fantasy Premier League season. I think James Ward-Prowse has the quality as far as creating chances, set pieces. I think he could be an absolute diamond this year. Trippier did get injured yesterday. I don't know about the injury yet. I would go with Ben Davies. He's going to start now, isn't he, Ben Davies? So, if you want Spurs coverage, go with him. Dejan Seco in the chat. He's starting lineups in there for you guys. So we've got Cech, Holding, Mertesacker, Monreal, Bellerin, Eleni, Xhaka, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Welbeck, Iwobi, and then Chelsea's Courtois, Azpilicueta, Luis Cahill, Alonso, Kante, Fabregas, Moses, Willian, Pedro, and Batshuayi. I'm interested to see Welbeck starting. I think... Oh, we've got a new subscriber. I can't find. No name has joined the FPL Today family. Thank you so much for joining, my man. Enjoy the stream, hopefully. First time I've watched a game and streamed, so I don't know if when the game starts I'm suddenly going to be like this, just watching the game. Put in the chat who you want to win. Let me know who you're supporting today. Go with Mooney or pay the extra for Firmino. I mean, that's a lot extra, isn't it, Rated Mega? It completely depends. What are you going for? A budget striker, you want Mooney. If you want to put Firmino in there, you're going to have to make your team weaker somewhere else, aren't you? Tottenham are trying to sign a new right-back. They were trying before Trippier got injured. They wanted 2 people there. Eric Dyer may now start at right-back as well. So he might get moved out to the right. I think they will sign a right-back, but I'm surprised at Spurs' transfer business. They've really done nothing, have they? Batshuayi's place is definitely not secure, but if he starts scoring, then it might be. FIFA King 270, thank you so much for joining the FPL Today family. We are killing it at the moment. I think we've got like 5 subscribers in this one stream. We're currently on 3,225, and another subscriber, Mayank Sharma, has joined the FPL Today family. Welcome, guys, to the stream if you're in the stream. Anyway, yeah, I don't think Batshuayi is secure. Definitely not secure. As far as I'm aware, Marcus, you are allowed highlights if you are reporting it as news and you're adding something to the highlight, as in some analysis or something like that. But you can't just put footage up. So yeah, if I was to make a highlight package video and like edited it to give it some graphics, I think that's fine. If I just put goals up, that isn't fine. And if I started talking about the movement in the game, then I can put a clip in, but it can't be too long because then it takes away from you going to BT Sports and watching the game. So I definitely can't put footage up, especially of the whole match, because then BT will be like, well, people are going to his channel instead of watching the game on BT Sports, which would screw me over. So yeah, that is why there's no footage, guys. I would love to. I would love to put in that box the game. That, I think I'd get loads of viewers if I did that, but definitely not something I can do. Thank you very much, Craig Manuel, for watching all the content. Glad you can finally join a stream. Watching the Football Manager videos as well. Are you watching that on this channel or are you watching it on my gaming channel, which I need to get back to? I might wait until FIFA or Football Manager dropped and then start doing content on that channel. But this channel's doing so well at the moment, I feel like I should really focus on it. Should you go for Aguero? Aguero looks like he might start as well as Jesus, so I just can't look past Kane. I know he hasn't had the best pre-season, but I can't look past Kane. He's been Golden Boot 2 years in a row. Mohammed has joined the FPL Today family. Welcome to the stream, my man. We have hit 60 viewers as well right now. Jordan R has an Arsenal fan page. I'm not sure if you can put a link in the chat, Jordan R, but tell people how to find it so they can go and check your fan page out. And I'll go check it out when I get a chance. Salah or Mane? Mane, is he carrying a knock? I'm not sure. I think Salah could be amazing this season, just for the record, Evan. Hello, Jackson Yates. How are you doing? Thank you for joining the stream, as always. Evan J. Fox wants Arsenal, even though he supports Liverpool. Football Analysis TP wants Chelsea, because Wenger will be pissed. Oh, because I thought you meant he'd been drinking. I have an Instagram. It's JNO London or JNO... No, it should be JNO United right now. It's not anything to do with the channel, though. It's just my personal Instagram. But yeah, it's public, so you can go and follow. Marcus Pentland's got a bet with his little bro, so he's supporting Chelsea. No worries, Ayush. I figured that it was a mistake. I think Matic at DM will help Pogba be able to move forward more. That should be in a video next week as well. Yes, Mohammed, joining the family. Thank you so much, my man. Joining the FPL family. Would it be Wimmer centre back and Alderweireld right back? It could be. Alderweireld has played right back. I personally think he'd put Eric Dyer as right back, though. That would be my guess to what he'd do. But your move could be done as well. Mate, there was a point last week where I almost didn't upload, but then my wife pushed me into it, so you can thank her for 30 days of FPL remaining true to its title. David Brooks, I can't stream the game or my channel will be absolutely destroyed by the people at BT Sports. Best 5 million striker to start. 5 million? You're looking really cheap, mate. 5.5 would be the lowest I'd go with Tammy Abraham. Mark Antigua, why Spurs not signing one? I have no idea why they haven't signed anyone. You'd think they would have. Seb agrees with me. Dyer going right back. Should I go Huddersfield or Newcastle United defenders? I mean, Newcastle are more used to the Premier League than Huddersfield, so if I had to pick, I'd do that. By the way, everyone go on Twitter and follow Jordan R's Arsenal fan page, the Bible Arsenal. Almost at 1,000 followers. Of course I'm proud, my man. Making moves, that's what we're doing, mate. I'm supposed to be on a date. Bring your girl to watch the stream. Get her involved. Get her on her device. Join the stream. I mean, you might not want her to see such a fine specimen like myself with a YouTube channel so massive. Because, you know, I don't want to be Mr. Steal Your Girl. I'm joking, Ish. But thank you so much for slipping away, joining the stream. Austin or Gabbiadini? I hope Austin starts. But it looks like Gabbiadini might start. But whoever starts for Southampton has easy fixtures. The lineup is just being read out, but thanks to the people in the chat, I already know the lineup, so I can ignore that. Super Cup, I will see if I can do it for the Super Cup. I would have work the next day. It's training. It's quite tiring, to be honest. It's a lot of reading. So yeah, I've been getting home very tired, but I'll see if I can do it. It depends if I'm getting my uploads up on time. I've got 2 videos that should be done today for Monday and Tuesday, so hopefully I'll get one done on Monday, so Wednesday's covered, and then I can do that. Okay, Man United save I think is on this channel, and then I think the West Ham save is on both channels. But yeah, I really love doing Football Manager, but doing it on this channel didn't seem to work. People didn't seem to like it, it didn't get views, and it seemed to stop my growth. So that is why this channel is only FPL Today, or FPL stuff. Opinion on Draft Premier League. It's good. I think they have too many, an allowance for too many people. I think it needs to be lower. I'd say maybe 10 to 12 max in a draft to make it competitive. But I don't know. I just prefer the classic game and I prefer the head-to-head league personally. But I know there are big fans of the draft league. I'm going to try and bring a different game mode to the channel next week as well, which I play. And then you guys can play. You can just watch me play it. But it should be something different, but still fantasy football related. Will Lindelof start? I'd assume he'd still start, but he's not looked good. He was in my team, but he's just not looked good, so he'll probably be taken out. I like the pick of De Bruyne. Tommy plays in midfield. And Dele Alli's good pick, of course. Jesus. I wouldn't say Jesus, but also Jesus. Jesus and Lukaku, definitely good options. Jesus or De Bruyne, I'd say De Bruyne is the safer pick, personally. Chicharito, I don't know how you say it, or Iheanacho. I think Vardy will take goals away from Iheanacho, so I'd go Chicharito. Will you risk rotation with Liverpool? I don't think I've got a Liverpool defender, but there must be a player or two that will play most of the games. I'm actually talking through the silence. I feel a bit rude doing that. Scribble127. The thing with Kane is, the first 5 games of last season, I think he got 2 goals and 2 assists or something like that. Just because he didn't score in fixtures last year, doesn't mean he won't score them in them this year. I picked Lukaku in my side to play West Ham last year because for the last 7 games against West Ham, he'd always scored. And guess what? He didn't score. So I think a lot is given towards how people play against certain sides. And I think also the Wembley myth, I'm starting to think, look, at the end of the day, they were playing Champions League quality teams. And on similar sized pitches, someone put something on Twitter, on similar sized pitches last year, they actually had a pretty good record. So I know you've got to get used to a new stadium, but I think a lot has been given to this Wembley myth. Yeah, Pogba hit the post a lot. Kevin De Bruyne hit the post a lot as well. I'm so far behind on the chat. Do I think Dwight Gale can be a good pick? Everyone in the chat knows what I think of Dwight Gale. I don't think he can do it in the Premier League. Bernardo Silva. I think he could be great, but I'm worried it'd be a bit like David Silva, where he's like the pass before the assist. Who do I think will be a flop this year? Dwight Gale. It's quite a smart looking man. I mean, my hairline isn't the best. I have this weird baldish patch somewhere on my hairline. But otherwise, you know, I'm not too bad. I've had my luck with the ladies. Emperor, if you could write your team in the chat, I'll rate it. But I can't be going to different websites at the moment. Lacazette to score against Chelsea. If he scores against Chelsea, loads of people are going to put him into their sides. Who's the youngest here? Tommy Plays is 12. Tommy, you seem very mature for your age, if I do say so. I'm not telling you guys how old I am. Why am I copying other channels with watch-alongs? On YouTube, it's very hard to think of anything that no one has ever done. So, look, this is a different take. I'm watching the game from a Fantasy Premier League perspective, hopefully, if I ever catch up with the chat. But loads of people do the same content. It's just different spin on it. So I appreciate that someone's done it before me, but Someone probably did it before the person you watched doing it. Scribble thinks Jones will start alongside Bailly. Oh no, I think draft will get better. I just didn't like this year's version. Kane, Lukaku and Chicharito is definitely a good option. Today I'm going to find out if Lacazette is worth the 10.5 million. Exactly. No, you got a point, Scribble. But Kane is the type of player that overall scored lots of goals. And the reason I looked at it as in Kane didn't have such a bad start is because so many people use that as an argument. Kane doesn't start that well in the Premier League. So season-wise and form-wise, and as far as strikers in the Premier League go, he's been one of the best for the last 2 years. So I appreciate the support, Ayush, but 30 Days of FPL wasn't exactly original. It was me doing a spin off of someone else's video series. Nothing to do with FPL though, but I took that idea, 30 Days of FPL, from Calix, who you may know. He's one of those YouTubers that lives at that flat in London. Does videos with the Sidemen and other people. He did 30 Days of Calix, and it was kind of my take on that, FPL-wise. Will King be worth 7 million? I think he will be worth 7 million, but I think with the likes of Chicharito and Iheanacho, he may not be a necessary pick. Did you say him Bolt lose last night or something? Thomas Pine wants Chelsea to win, and apparently he's 4. Welcome to the chat, Thomas. Well, you're blocked saying shit about my daughter. You get kicked right out, mate. What defender do you think will get the most goals this year? I think Alonso will do it again. I think he did it last year. Oh, Tommy Plays is turning 12 soon again. You seem mature for your age, mate. Emperor starting 11. Foster. Everyone's a bit worried about West Brom at the moment, mate. Otamendi, Cedric, Trippier, De Bruyne, Walcott. Walcott I'd be a bit worried about. Trippier could be injured for the start of the season. Otherwise, that looks pretty damn good, mate. Neymar to PSG. That's ridiculous money, isn't it? Tommy Plays, Emperor, great team. Yush, some people are going to hate. It's fine. Don't worry about it. JNO will be the best cover type version of this stream. Exactly. I'm going to be the best cover ever. Hey, Yush, we had this before. Don't worry about it, man. It happens. It happens. People on the internet are always going to hate. It's what life is like on the internet. As Arsenal almost scored. By the way, if you are watching the game as well, I may be a bit behind you guys because I'm watching it on my iPad. People are so mature, aren't they? There you go. Yeah, just ban them, Ayush. We don't need to get worked up about it. Arsenal almost put the ball in the back of the net. You won your family league when you were 9 years old. I don't think I was playing FPL when I was 9, mate. Goalkeeper with the most clean sheets. If David De Gea stays at Man United, I think Manchester United will get the most clean sheets. Look, if anyone says anything about my daughter or my wife, you can block them. Don't worry. I'm not going to question that decision. I was going to block him anyway. But, you know, you got there before I did. Any idea who'll start up front for Southampton? No idea, mate. Redmond probably is a safer pick. Well, say thank you to your wife, Jeff. I tried to be a nice guy. Oh! Welbeck almost got on the end of a ball into the box there. Courtois saved it quite easily, though. Foster and the West Bromwich defence haven't been that good during pre-season. And Walcott, well, I don't think he started today. I think Welbeck and Iwobi have started today, either side of Lacazette. So that's why I'd be worried about Walcott. My girlfriend finds you hot. I'm not going to argue. Just don't tell my wife. Alright. Wow. I obviously have quite a few haters. Manayush, you're quick on the mark there. You beat me to that guy. Arsenal seem to be dominating in the first 10 minutes, from what I've seen. Unfortunately, guys, this is something I'll probably have to put up with now I've got to a certain size anyway. I don't think FPL was launched when you were 9, JNO. It probably wasn't, mate. Good point. Is Danilo worth having? I think so. I think... Is it Mendy won't be fit for the start of the season, so he should play right back or left back? And then I think Danilo may even play midfield as well at some point. I will do a video with my final team before the season starts. I'll try and get that up on Thursday or Friday. Okay, Arsenal are looking good so far. Looking pretty sharp. That is a nice play there. Unfortunately, Iwobi can't get the ball into the box, but that was a good move there. Iwobi is looking sharp. I'm 30, mate, but cheers for that. Alright, Blue Bees team in the chat. We got Hennessy, Elliott, Alonso, Cedric, Alexander-Arnold, Dunk, Mason, De Bruyne, Mane, Willian, Fraser, Carroll, Mooney, Kane, Lukaku. And then a fire symbol. I'm not sure about Alexander-Arnold, but I've suddenly seen a lot more mention of him. Has he been playing a lot? I mean, Mane, I'm not sure he's starting the season. Marcus Pentland, Martin going into season, Begovic, TAA. Who's TAA? My mind's going blank. Cedric, Riederwald, Zaha, De Bruyne, James Ward-Prowse, Salah, Willian, Kane, Elliott, Mooney, Lascelles, Rangel. What do you think? I'm not sure Rangel's starting. Everyone's looking for that £4 million defender. I do not know Brent Cesar or Mark Goldbridge. I have no idea who they are. To be honest, those are probably fake accounts as well. The second Kane. Will Morata start? I don't think he'll start at the beginning of the season. He's not started in this game. So, yeah. I'm not sure he's going to be involved much at the beginning. But he will be a big player for them. I just think at the beginning of the season, he's not really an option. Pogba as captain, what do you think? I don't think Pogba's a captain choice at the moment, but I definitely think Pogba is a good shout. Oh, Klein is injured. If Alex Arnold is starting, that's a very cheap defender in a good side. Liverpool aren't the biggest clean sheet team in the world, but they're a very attacking team with fullbacks that bomb forward. So if that is the case, great pick for the first few games if he's actually going to start. As you guys are pointing out to me, he may very well make my team. As Chelsea coming forward with Victor Moses on the right. He's managed to cut inside well, tried to play it back and has failed. It's difficult watching and looking at a chat, but it looks like Lacazette could have been through there, but I think Azpilicueta pulled a man down there. Ayush, is that you talking or is that your date talking? And mate, when I was in my mid-20s, people thought I was 30, so I've reversed it. I've reversed it. Blazing squad, like 1997. I don't know when they were relevant. Morata, Lacazette or Jesus? I would say Jesus because I prefer players that I've seen in the Premier League before. As we have this little cheeky free kick, I'm going to try and put out another tweet about my stream. Sorry for the sudden stop of conversation. Just doing a bit of my hype game. Oh, Mane played yesterday, did he? I'll be honest, Mane is the safest option in that Liverpool side. I think Mane is the best FPL player. I mean, I'm a Coutinho fan. In fact, I'm a fan of a lot of the Liverpool midfielders in general. But if I had to pick the best one out of all of them, I believe it's Coutinho, hands down. But as far as FPL is concerned, Coutinho has had some bad seasons FPL-wise. Still played well in the league, but actual FPL points-wise, he's not had the best of season. Mane is the type that has good seasons, like just generally. Even when he doesn't look like he's playing that well, he will score goals, he will get assists. Thomas McCarthy in the chat. Some hearts for Thomas McCarthy, please. Apologies when I don't do this at the beginning, but a lot of you join at the beginning. But if one of the OGs come in mid-stream, I think we should put some hearts in the chat for them. Bernardo Silva, I think he's going to be too much like David Silva. Doesn't get many goals, gets the pass before the assist. Moses or Walker. Moses is in a side that he knows how to play in, so I'd go Moses to start with, but Kyle Walker could be a great shout. Loftus-Cheek, I'm worried about where he'll play. The thing is, at Palace, you've got Puncheon, you've got Milovic. I watched Nimfria try and say this guy's name. I still don't know how to say it. But and Cabaye, they've got options for that central midfield. I'm not sure Loftus-Cheek will always start. I'm sure he'll be part of the team and the squad, but I think, as Blue Bees has said, I think Carroll is a lot more nailed on. He's got set pieces at Swansea if Sigurdsson moves. If Sigurdsson doesn't move before the season starts, he may just stay on the bench. So if Rashford starts in the Super Cup and gets a goal, he may get rested for the first game of the season. So I can't answer that for you, Michael Foley. The thing with the Community Shield is you can play your best team and know that they're likely to... Alright, David Luiz, very risky there. You're confident they'll be fit in a week's time when you play the Community Shield. Tuesday to Saturday, that's still a decent amount of time, but I can't guarantee that Rashford would play in both games. Is Sane's game time secure? I don't think it is anymore. Purely because Pep Guardiola is flirting with a different formation, which looks to emphasise wing backs. And if it does emphasise wing backs and doesn't have wingers, then Sane may end up sharing roles with people as wing back against weaker sides, maybe. So I don't think Sane's as secure as I thought he would be when the game dropped. Jerome Hughes with a good point, to be fair. Anyone else not got Kane? Ali and Exton get very similar points and both 3 million. While I agree with that, I also believe Ali and Ericsson got injured less. So if Kane played all season, he'd probably score a lot more points. But that's a good point. If you just ignore him for the whole season, if he stays as injury prone as he has been, you're right, Kane may not score more points than, say, Ali and Ericsson. Ayush, it looks like you've living the dream to me. I'm in my data watching you live and the Shield live while playing Football Manager. Mate, start a channel. It's fun. It's a lot of hard work. If you want to just do it for fun, go ahead. If you want to make it grow, and I know a lot of people give me stick when I say this sort of stuff, but I started the channel and I love doing this, but the goal is to make the channel grow and to be able to do this instead of having to work and stuff like that. And a lot of people knock that and say you should do it for fun. If I didn't find this fun, I wouldn't have been able to do it for 2+ years as consistently I have done. So I do it for fun anyway, but I'm pushing myself to do it to a point where I can see the growth that I get every time this kind of time of year drops. So I definitely recommend it. It's something that you have to try to see if you enjoy. And if you do enjoy it, it is very, very rewarding. Useful if you say Coutinho and Barcelona in the same sentence. I'm reading your sentence, by the way, so this doesn't count. Best 4.5 million defender. I did a video almost like 3 or 4 days ago, and I can't even remember who I picked. Carl Norton is the one that I remember off the top of my head. Bournemouth defenders can get forward as well. I am a lot more decisive than this when I've seen some competitive games, by the way. Adam Bond's team in the chat. Foster, Cedric, Walker, Alonso, De Bruyne, Willian, Ericsson, Redmond, Lukaku, Firmino and Austin. Austin's a bit risky. We don't know who's definitely starting for Southampton. Otherwise, the team looks pretty solid, my man. Top 3 forwards. Lukaku, Kane and Aguero. Nice, easy. Very safe. I do believe Lacazette, Morata and the like could break that top 3, but they've been consistent for a while. Bless me. Sorry for the sneeze. They play Friday, don't they? By the way, everyone, Jas Chahal's got his draft tonight. Mid-price striker standout. This may be the West Ham follower in me talking, but I think Chicharito. I think he's the type of player that could score loads of goals. Blue Bees, have a good sleep, my man. Thank you for joining the stream. James Milner. I think he's too expensive. I think for the amount of points you can get off of a midfielder, it doesn't balance out. Don't get me wrong, he'll probably be one of the best scoring defenders in the game. But if you look at how high a midfielder could score that isn't that much more expensive than James Milner, I think it's not necessary. I'll be honest, Laben, I've struggled to watch the game and look at the chat, so yeah, you could be very right. There was a period I watched where Arsenal were dominating, but it looks a bit more even to me now. Thank you, Ayush, for the comment back. My voice just broke. And who is in here? Welbeck, Lacazette. Hit the post. That was a good strike, though. That's promising signs from Lacazette there. Yeah, I haven't noticed Willian much, but to be honest, Arsenal look like they've got the better of the chances. Ayush, if you're at university and have 4-hour days internship as well, end of the day, you never know if YouTube will take off. And to be honest, we're getting into it late as well. Whereas people that grew off of it when they were at uni didn't have to put in as much time and it wasn't as competitive. So I'd agree with you. It's probably best if you do it as something on top of a job instead of if you've got uni and an internship. I mean, you could dabble in it. You could learn in your spare time if you do have any, like just making videos. You don't even have to put them up. You can just make videos. So when you do start big time, like think Teach FM, he did a lot of homework and research into how to make YouTube Football Manager videos before he started, and he got 1,000 subscribers in 4 months because he came in off the bat very good at what he did. Oh, Jordan R. If you need to go to bed, my man, go to bed. I understand you're in Australia. It's a lot later there. Jeff Holt, wife wants to be my FPL PA. Look, if I ever need to hire people, because I get to the point where I need to hire people to do stuff for me, I would rather look at people that have supported me from the beginning and are as invested as I am into what I do. So we can talk, Jeff. But at the moment, I'm nowhere near make enough money to pay for a PA, so apologies right now. Ayush Falur thinks Milner might be off penalties. I don't know why. His penalty record's pretty damn good. Tommy Plays wants score predictions. Let's put them in the chat. What do you think the score's going to be? I think if this continues, Arsenal look like they're going to come away with a victory. Lacazette almost scored a 10.5 million goal. Jordan R is on the height thing. He can't go to sleep. I've got another beer somewhere. We have company. I know I said she wouldn't be joining, but she's decided she will be joining. Hello, Aria.
Come on. Come on.
Oh no!
What? What did you do?
Oh
Did you have something in your hand? You just found out the window?
I don't know. I didn't see anything. Okay, my daughter may have thrown something out the window.
I'm not too sure. Oh well. If she did, it's gone.
Alan Bond, it's not necessarily true that you have to pick right backs and left backs. If you look, there has been times, like Gareth McCauley last season, where centre backs have been damn good. So yeah, definitely not necessarily a standby rule that you have to stick with. Thank you very much. Is that Drippy Nose? I appreciate the comment. But right backs and left backs are going to bomb forward and get more assists and goals, most likely. But when you have people that get goals from set pieces, like Gareth McCauley, like Alderweireld, I always say his name wrong, but they had periods where they would get on the end of a lot of crosses and corners, so centre-backs can still be good. The chat has died down a bit, which means I get to actually watch some of the game, so I'm not complaining. Good tackle there on Moses by Welbeck. Welbeck tracking back. Okay, Arsenal still look a bit poor defensively from set pieces. And Mertesacker is down. I don't know if this is a serious injury or not. Oh, there's some blood there if you're watching the game. What happened here? Oh, elbow to the face has cut open Mertesacker. I think Pogba could have a breakout season this year. At Juventus, he had some seasons where he got quite a few goals and assists. He was unlucky last year, I think, to not score as many as he did. Or not score more. So, I definitely think Pogba could be a lot better this year than he was last year. The game is intense. I mean, it's calmed down a bit now with this injury to Mertesacker. To be honest, if it is just a cut or he needs stitches, it's unlikely that he's going to be out next weekend. Pogba or Mkhitaryan? I would go with Pogba, but I just feel like Pogba is the type of player that could have an absolute dominant season, whereas I think Mkhitaryan, I'm not sure. I'm not sold on him, but I think at Dortmund he had seasons where he was quiet and then seasons where he was amazing. So Mkhitaryan could do a great job this season, but I think Pogba is what they want to build that team around. So I see Pogba potentially getting priority over Mkhitaryan in that squad. Yush Valur, I've watched Loki's How to YouTube 2 times and follow your videos closely because I want to learn. Look, Loki Doki in a year and a half has just destroyed the game. He got to like 20k subs in a year and a half, almost 2 years. I've been doing this longer than Loki, and I'm at 3,000 and something now. So he knows what he's doing, and he's got a great personality for YouTube as well. And he's managed to figure out how to do his workflow so it isn't too hard for him to do it. Now that he's got the kind of money he's got coming in through doing YouTube, he can, of course, dedicate more time to it more easily. Ideally, that's what I'd like to get to. I'd like to get to the point where I can spend more time on producing videos and thinking up ideas and stuff like that for new content, better content. But yeah, Loki is a great person to learn from. Mkhitaryan is better as a cam. Me personally, I never saw Mkhitaryan play in a game where I thought he's a world beater, where I have seen that in Pogba. But that might just be the games I've watched. Jerome Hughes with a great point. If you're not sure about two options and one is owned more, it's probably safer to go with the ownership option. Code to my league, if someone could put that in the chat for me, that would be much appreciated. Drippy knows what do I think about Gale. Someone let Drippy knows what I think about Gale, because yeah, I'm not his biggest fan. I don't like this shadow on the pitch. Is this always the case at Wembley? Because it just gets on my nerves. I'm pretty sure it is always the case. I've watched plenty of games with that stupid shadow. Who had the scorpion kick? What, Mkhitaryan? It's been an intense start to this game, but it's been no goals. By the way, guys, always, if you are interested in supporting the stream or supporting the channel in general, we have some links in the description to Patreon, which is a monthly subscription service. You can support the channel. And we also have a Ko-fi link where you can do a one-off donation to the channel. But you can also do a super chat where you donate to the channel as well. And your post or your question gets highlighted massively. And we've only had one super chat. We've got the super chat OG Patreon. But all super chats, of course, greatly appreciated if you want to support the stream. Tommy plays with a good point. Great season at Dortmund. He played more centrally. But will he play more centrally for Man United, or will Pogba get moved behind the striker? And especially as Pogba seems to have some pull on decision making. Like, he really wanted Lukaku to go Man United because he likes Lukaku. So I think Mkhitaryan's a second thought to the likes of Pogba and Lukaku at Manchester United. Game seems to quiet down a bit after that knock to Mertesacker. Adam Bond, do I still stand by the idea of getting as much coverage of the top six in midfield and attack? Look, at the end of the day, it's all a guessing game at the start of the season. If you get it spot on right and you go, okay, say Arsenal are going to have 6 games unbeaten where they're better than everyone else, and Lacazette and Iwobi both will score a ridiculous amount of goals, then you know what? Sorry, I got put off by Matthew Ash. I'll get to that, Matthew, in 1 second. But if you get it right, Adam, then you're laughing. If you get it wrong and pile up on, say, 2 teams, say you go Arsenal, Man City, and you get it wrong and they don't have a great start to the season, then you're going to be in trouble. And that's why I say covering the top 6. So you can quickly move your team around to pick the right players. Then that is more important in the long run, I think, just to cover yourself. You can take the gamble, and if the gamble pays off, you're laughing. I agree, Ayush. Loki had a brilliant idea with the journeyman. I think FM18 you'll see a lot more journeyman. What he did is he found something that was searched a lot and people weren't doing loads of videos on. And journeyman's been a thing in FM for years. So he really hit the nail on the head there with that. And yes, the FM community is bigger. I'm part of the FM community, but I haven't put as much time in it because I can't put as much time in it. That's the problem. Like, with the FPL channel doing so much better, I kind of have to focus on this one. We have a super chat, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Ashton, thank you so much for the super chat. Some hearts in the chat for Matthew. £1 donated to the stream. Supporting the stream is always so appreciated. Matthew Ashton, you absolute hero. Anyway, as you've also super chatted to me, I'll get to that. Matthew, I don't think you were blocked. I think you were timed out for a bit. Because the thing is, if we block you, we have to go and actually put you back in. And whoever blocked you, I'm sure, wouldn't go back. And there's a penalty for Chelsea. But I'm sure whoever blocked you, if they blocked you, they haven't gone all the way back up the chat that far back. So I think you got timed out for maybe swearing at the person. I appreciate you supporting me. And I'll be honest, I want to swear at the you-knows. But I try and keep this friendly because there's no block on this channel for like age restrictions, which is good for my channel as far as views go. But like, I have a daughter. I don't want kids to come onto this channel and see stuff they shouldn't be seeing. So I'm glad you're back, Matthew. What I think happened is you got timed out by one of the admins. But you're back, which is important, and you've super chatted, which means you're an absolute hero, mate. Absolute hero. Anyway, did someone say Willian dived? So is it a penalty that shouldn't be a penalty? As far as the live stream with a bunch of us, oh, no penalty. Okay, cool. I didn't see that because I was too busy talking to Matthew. More important things. Live stream with Nymphria and Kurtjoy, it may happen one day. We're working it out. We're talking amongst each other. We want to make it good if we do it. And thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated, Matthew. Was it really that bad a dive, Jordan R? I didn't see it. Ayush Fuller, girlfriend wants to know what your ultimate dream is. I'm a simple man. I would just like to do this for a living. I don't need to be rich off of doing it. I would like to earn a similar wage to what I get now doing YouTube. If that could be doing YouTube for a company, I'd take it. It doesn't have to be doing it for myself. I prefer to talk about stuff that I want to talk about, but I would quite happily make YouTube videos for a company. I don't need to be rich. I have a good life as it is. I would like a little bit more money, I'm not going to lie. It would make life a little bit easier if I earned a little bit more. But my ultimate dream is to just have a YouTube channel that I can use as my job. Then I can work at home, I can spend more time with my daughter, I can spend more time with my wife, and just work my own hours, be my own boss. That's what the ultimate dream is. I don't need to be super rich. I would always continue to work to make this channel even bigger and bigger, because who doesn't want a little bit more money? But that's the ultimate dream. Jordan R is livid, hence the caps. Yeah, I didn't see it because I was too busy talking to this chat, but Premier League players dive, unfortunately. It's part of the game now. Ayush Falura, I think Willie Hensel named our dive his way to become the world's highest paid player. Good one, Ayush. Alright, guys, I'm going to see if we can get any of the FPL crew into the stream. I'll send them a quick DM on Twitter. Disappointed in Nymphria. She should have been here. She knew I was going live. She was going to help me out with something at 1 o'clock, but it got a bit busy. See if we can get some FPL alumni in the stream for you guys. Message sent. Yeah, Trippier got injured yesterday. We don't know if it's serious yet or not. You got Valencia, Bertrand, Louise. I would say you can take a risk and not have a fourth good defender if you can't necessarily pick someone to take over from Trippier. Evan J. Fox's team: Fabianski, Begovic, Mawson, Aki, Dan, Rangel. Not sure Rangel's going to start. The player that I can't say the name of from Brighton or Huddersfield: De Bruyne, Salah, Willian, Redmond, Loftus-Cheek, Lukaku, Kane and Chicharito. I don't think Loftus-Cheek is nailed on, so I'm not sure about going with him. Rangel, don't think it's nailed on either. I don't think there is a nailed on 4 million defender, unfortunately. Ayush Falor, first year computer engineer. Mate, I wish I got into computers. I did history, and that hasn't helped me at all in my life. I wish I'd done video editing, personally. I really enjoy video editing. And video production, I like cameras, I like technology. So, if I had a better idea what I was going to do when I was younger, I would have done so many things different. But, Ayush, when you start the channel, let me know. I will hype that thing up for you. Asmund Clausen, you're seriously my favourite YouTuber. Hearts in the chat for the sentiment there from Asmund Clausen. Thank you, man. I hope you're here for a long time. We are continuing to grow. Hopefully I will be doing this for a long while yet. Once again, we have had one super chat in this stream today. If you want to support the stream or the channel, there are links in the description, and also you can super chat and your name will get highlighted in big bold letters on the screen, telling everyone you support the FPL Today channel. We've had 2 super chats now so far, so thank you so much to the 2 super chatters. I've forgotten the name of the first one, which is really bad. He's in the end of every video that I've ever done. But Matthew Ashton is the super chatter for today. How have I forgotten the guy that first ever got to super chat me? That's really bad. I'm going to say his name on stream because he deserves it as well. Let me just find his name. We have a new subscriber, Daniel Henry. Welcome to the FPL Today family. Thank you so much for joining, my man. Much appreciated. Where is his name? Anton Mustanin. The absolute hero that super chatted $10 in a stream. Legend. Hands in pocket, lads. I don't want to beg too much, but no, it's appreciated, but you don't have to. Thank you, Daniel. Oh, Storm Gaming has just subscribed to the channel as well. Awobi almost getting a goal at the same time. It's all happening today. It's all happening right now on FPL Today. Goals, super chats, subscribers. Storm Gaming, is that a channel? Because if it is a channel, we can get you a few subscribers. We can send them your way. Okay, Arsenal look like they're pushing at the end of this first half. Yes, exactly. You don't have to super chat. There's plenty of other ways to support me. You can like videos, you can share videos, you can comment, you can join the streams. So it's all good. Just I think the one thing I don't do enough is I don't mention it in the streams. So yeah, I'm going to try and get better at just randomly mentioning it at certain times in the stream. But I don't want to do it too much, of course, because that's a bit too heavy. But who do I support in this game? Daniel Henry or in general? Should I have Cedric or Redmond in my team in Game Week 1? I would say Redmond, because Cedric played in the Confederations Cup, isn't necessarily fit. Rondon or Rodriguez? Michael Foley, I'd say Rodriguez. Rondon is very hot and cold for me as an FPL player. Matthew Ashton is out. Some hearts in the chat from Matthew Ashton, the super chat king of the stream today. I'll probably still be here if you're going to be back before the game's over. Ugh. Sorry, that's what happens when you drink beer on stream. When you answer Q&A questions, the FPL Q&A questions should be some point next week. And then I want to work a little bit on something special for you guys as far as the random questions. In general, I support AFC Wimbledon. So, yeah, League One team. Third tier football. Because Premier League's course first, Championship second. Yeah, they're my home side. So that's who I support. I follow West Ham because my wife supports West Ham. And I get to watch more football on TV if I follow them. Yes, you've seen some of my really bad videos. I saw some comments when I obviously didn't hide some of my really old videos when I started the gaming channel. I didn't start off too good, did I? So guys, what do you think of the game so far? Do you think it's been good so far? I feel like Arsenal definitely seem the sharper side. We did have Willian attempt to win a penalty. Lacazette has hit the post. Xhaka's corner very deep there. Alright, we've got Lab Ends team in the chat. Foster, Elliott, Cedric, Azpilicueta, Daniels, Low and Long. Ericsson, De Bruyne, Iwobi, Salah, Carroll, Batshuayi, Lukaku, Benteke. I mean, I like Ericsson, De Bruyne and Salah. That's three very good midfielders there. Defence looks strong with Cedric and Azpilicueta. Is Cedric going to start? Foster, West Brom's defence hasn't looked amazing. I don't know about Benteke. I'm not sure he's going to suit Frank de Boer's system. I still remember the Saints FIFA career mode. The less we say about that, Ayush, the better. Game has got a bit slow, to be honest, in my mind. It started off really quick, and then Arsenal have had some good chances, but I think it did slow down when it got close to half-time. Who do I support in this game? I may annoy some people. I have very fond memories of the Invincibles. The Arsenal side that went the whole season unbeaten, with the likes of Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp, Patrick Vieira. There's so much about that side that I really respected, that I would probably say I would like Arsenal to win this game, because I don't want Arsene Wenger's legacy to end with a whimper. However, Chelsea is a lot closer to my home. I have more friends that support Chelsea. But yeah, Chelsea won the league last year. I do not want to see Arsene Wenger leave Arsenal and his legacy be tarnished by the last couple of years. That might be the sentimental part of me, but I really love that Invincible side. So I would like Arsene Wenger to do well this year and then leave, because I want him to leave on a high. Yeah. Arsenal, you made a good choice. But I thought I'd explain why, because usually, no offence, Jordan R, usually, without taking everything into consideration, Chelsea are the closest team to my hometown. I almost became a Chelsea fan when Wimbledon moved to Milton Keynes. Lewis Kent, we're not sure for definite, but we hope Pogba will be playing higher up the field. Azpilicueta and Alonso, that's hedging your bets. If Chelsea get the clean sheets, it will work wonders for you, mate. However, when near the end of last season, Chelsea didn't get that many clean sheets. Evan J. Fox back in 5 minutes. I may have to do that in a second. We've got FPL Nymphria in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, some hearts in the chat for Nymphria, the queen of FPL. And also, if you haven't gone and subscribed to her channel, go and subscribe. She's been working on some big things. She's got a website as well, FPL Journal. Go check that out. Queen of FPL. You need to be subscribed to her channel. Go do it now. It's half time. What else would you do with your half time? Ayush Falur saw the Wimbledon game yesterday. I'll be honest, I do not follow Wimbledon as much as I should during pre-season. But that's because I'm working so hard on the FPL content that I don't get to watch them as much as I'd like during pre-season. I will start to catch up when the season starts, because then I do less videos, although I may keep trying to push the amount of content I'm doing, because I want the growth to continue this year. Last year I had massive growth until about September, and then I was stuck on the same subscribers for a while because I was doing other content as well. I'm going to push the FPL stuff and hopefully keep growing. So I won't be doing a video every day because that's a lot of work, unless I have the ideas for it. If I get the ideas for it, I've got to the point now where my editing is quick enough that I can do a video in about an hour. So we'll see what happens, but I'm not as up to date with AFC as I'd like to be. In the future, I would like to go to every AFC game if I ever get to the point where this is my job. I will go to every AFC game. I'll get a season ticket and I'll vlog it. That would be something I'd love to do. So vlogging games would be a huge thing that I'd love to do on this channel, and I think it would cross over with the Fantasy Premier League. Oh, come on, Ayush. You should have told your girlfriend what offside is already. Use handbags. I'm joking. That was the sexiest comment I've ever said on a stream ever. But use things to show her what offside is, because that helps. FPL Nim3, what did you think of Lacazette hitting the post? That was a promising shot there. Mertesacker getting knocked out though, like with that elbow. I wouldn't say Cahill did it on purpose though. I think it was just an accident. Did we draw? I knew we were losing to Scunthorpe. I didn't realise we pulled it back. And I know the season started in the like lower leagues yesterday, but I'm still doing 30 days of FPL. I'm still working so hard on all the content. Alright, Drippy Nose, Foster, Yoshida, Trippier, Daniels, KDB, Ericsson, Willian, Carroll, Loftus, Lukaku, Kane, Firmino. Carroll over Loftus, for me personally. Oh, if you only got those two and then 3 midfielders, okay. So you can rotate them according to fixtures. That could be a genius move, mate. Trippier, we're all worried about the injury. So, yeah. Imagine penalties on this channel. Imagine. I start in 11 for FPL. Daniel Henry, Courtois, Bertrand, Luis, Cedric, Mane, Salah, Pogba, Zaha, Defoe, Kane. That's a good side. I like that side. Cedric would be the one I'd look at changing just for the start of the season. Once he's got fit, put him in. Thomas McCarthy. I would say enjoy work, but you probably won't. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I hope you have the best day at work ever, because it's Charity Shield Day or Community Shield Day. How dare they make you work Community Shield? Look, I'm not gonna lie, Yush. I would love to be Spencer FC. He's got his own club. He's got his YouTube channel that makes him money. Like, he must be loving life, but he works so hard for it. He works so hard. So, give him credit. It's not like he didn't work towards this. He still to this day works ridiculously hard. And, you know, he deserves what he's got. He seems like one of the nicest guys that does YouTube. And he really is a football fan. So, I love his content. And I am a bit jealous of his channel. Try crisps instead. Nymphria, do you not like handbags? I personally like my backpacks. Like I worry about what backpack to get when my backpack is too old and to look after my laptop. I stress over backpacks for ages because it has to protect my laptop that I do everything on. My life is this laptop. Ayush Falur can't teach her girlfriend what offside is. I would look at Bertrand for Cedric, Daniel Henry. Hey Ayush, I have to work Sundays sometimes, believe it or not. If you work in retail, there is no day when you're like guaranteed off. As far as offside goes, okay, let's see if I can do a good explanation of this. This is going back to my GCSE PE. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, so if you have the goal, I think my hand is on the screen. So that's the goal. You have a goalkeeper there, and you have defenders. Now, a striker, when the ball is passed to him or passed through, needs 2 players between them and the goal when the ball is passed. If they only have 1 player or no players between them and the goal, when the ball is passed, they're offside. The goalkeeper doesn't have to be one of those players. It can be 2 players if the goalkeeper has gone up for a corner. So that is why sometimes it's a bit confusing, because they're like, oh, why is he offside? if the goalkeeper's halfway up the pitch and there's only one defender between the striker and the goal when the ball is passed, that's still offside. You need 2 players between you and the goal. That is the offside rule. It's to make sure no one goal hangs and just sticks by the goal. And I apologise, Jeff Holt, for not shouting it out quicker because I was mid-explanation. But thank you so much for the super chat, Jeff Holt. You absolute legend. £5 in this stream. Thank you for supporting the channel. You've supported the channel loads already with being in the chats and everything and being on the streams. Thank you so much for the support and the help. Super Chat Sunday. That is an awesome name. I think I would get absolutely slated if I put that as a title though. But Jeff Holt, you absolute legend. Another Super Chat OG in the chat. Thank you so much. That means the world to me, my man. Believe it or not, I do work very hard at all this YouTube stuff. And when people show me the support for the work that I put in, it is really, really appreciated. You could have spent £5 on anything today. You could have spent £5 on another beer. Well, if you're in London and you're in a pub, it's £5 for a beer. But you know what I mean. So thank you so much. You absolute hero. Tommy Plays, you beat me to it. Hearts in the chat for Jeff Holt. £5 super chat. Absolute legend. Alright, let's see how much the wife loves me. We're going to see if she can bring me a beer. FPL Nim Freer, I still can't afford handbags. Some women's handbags are expensive. I used to work in a store where we sold handbags. I've just left them, in fact. There'd be handbags in that store worth £4,000. £4,000 for a handbag. £4,000 would pay for like 3 months of my rent. £4,000 on a handbag. Super chat. Basically, I've never done a super chat for anyone else because I don't jump in YouTube live streams. But at the bottom of the chat, there should be a $sign. And if you click it, you can send a super chat. And then you can put an amount you want to put in. And you can put a message. And then that question will get bumped to the top. So I get to answer it first. So that's how it works. I'm presuming you might have to put some details in when you go in. If Jeff Holt is still in the chat, I don't know if you can elaborate more on what I've just said, but I think that's how it works. I've only ever donated to streams on Twitch, because I've donated to Loki. Who else? Fox in the Box, great streamer. I think those are the main 2 I've done. So yeah, that's how you can support streams. It's a nice quick way to just show that you value what the content creator is doing and that you're supporting them and the work they do. So Aki instead of Cedric could be a great shout. Oh, how do I get the money on YouTube? Okay, I don't know for definite because I'm new to streaming and I've only got 3 super chats so far. But it looks like it gets added to my ad revenue. So it won't come up on the screen because I want to keep the game on the screen for people that are joining. But if I look at my analytics, which means I won't be able to see the chat for a little bit. Like for this month, and 30 days of FPL in general, I've earned $44, which will go down to about 38 quid. My conversion probably isn't 100% right. But yeah, I've probably made about 38 quid this month in revenue. Part of that will be the super chats that have been sent. Now the super chats that have just been sent probably won't have been added to my analytics, but I can look at super chats somewhere on this. But yeah, and then that gets paid into my account through PayPal, through my network. If you don't have a network, you have to get to 50 quid and then you can withdraw it. But I have a network for now because 10%, I don't earn enough where 10% really looks like way too much money to lose. But it helps with music and stuff like that. I know Loki Doki said don't have a network, and I personally would agree with him, but I've been with this network for a while. They've actually helped me out with a few things, so I feel like I owe them a little bit. I will probably leave at some point, but they helped me when I had some issues with copyright claims, so I kind of feel like I owe them a little bit now. Whereas, he is right, a lot of them don't do anything for you at all. So I'm not going to disagree with what he said about it. And can I actually find just super chats? Super chat, there we go. Transaction revenue. Is that just for today? But yeah, hopefully I've explained to you all about that. I'm getting lost in my analytics now. I'm looking at too much stuff. Let's go back to the live chat. And to get me a beer. Oh wow, I've lost all the live chat that's happened previously. Apologies if you've left anything in the live chat. My computer is catching up right now. So we've got Kurt and Nymphria in the chat so far today. Can we get any of the other guys in? Okay, let's catch up with the chat. I think my computer's caught up. I think Arsenal are going to win it, David Brooks. I really think they are. No worries, Ayush. You don't have to. You've done so much of this channel already, mate, so don't worry about it. Jordan R, I will... What is it, Instagram? Shall I read out his post on his page, just so you guys get an idea of what he does? Is it Instagram you're on? And then JNO smiles and shouts. Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. I have no idea how rupees work, but I know every time I hear about rupees, it sounds like you guys are spending a ridiculous amount of money. Jeff Holt, Jeff, if that had happened, I'd have given you back whatever money you didn't mean to give to me. I'm not going to be taking... £555 is ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Chelsea have just scored. Wow. And it's Willian, who we've all been saying has been really quiet in this game. So, everyone thinking about dropping Willian now is thinking, yeah, let's put him back in the side real quick. Oh, is it Moses that scored? Oh, Nymphria. You got the wrong player. And I believed you. Look what you've made me do on stream, Nim. God. Ayush Falur. This is my girlfriend's first game and I wanted to be a Liverpool fan. But she's loving Arsenal. Look, the thing is, Moses could be amazing now that he's got used to playing as right back. Because if you think the pace Moses has... And if you remember what Moses used to be like before he moved to Chelsea, he could bomb into the box like that multiple times. This should open the game up as well, though. So this might make the game real interesting. Anyway, my beer. Do you guys remember the guy in my chat a couple of streams ago that really seemed to fancy my wife? It's nice to see that he's not here hitting my wife again. Also, guys, if you want to support the channel, in the description is various ways you can do it. And you can do a super chat. We've already had 2 today from some absolute legends. Absolute legends that are Jeff Holt and Matthew Ashton. Thank you so much for the super chats today, you heroes. But yeah, that's the way you can support the stream. And then I can tell my wife and she can go, oh, maybe you should go stream again. It seems to make you more money than one video. But definitely helps my argument when I say, you know what, I got £6, £10 in a stream. Then she can't say anything about me streaming. She's very supportive. Don't get it twisted. She's the one that pushed me to make videos when I get tired. But every now and again, when she's asleep, because she was having a nap, and I woke her up and said I need to stream, I can go, look, I got some money out of it. So look, yes, that I forgot the name of the person, but someone brought it up in a comment. That's the risk I take by showing you guys my family, showing you my life. It's the fact there will be people out there that will just hate. And they just, I don't know, they don't like seeing people happy. They take pleasure out of being mean to people. I don't know why. But to show you guys the kind of life I live and everything like that, it's worth it. There are going to be people that are going to be horrible. As long as I don't let it get to me, and I hope you guys don't let it get to you as well, because at the end of the day, that's what these people thrive off of. And they mean nothing to me. They're just random people on the internet. You guys that support the channel, get involved in the chat and everything like that, you're the guys that mean something, so forget about them. Don't worry about it. Coutinho is reportedly flying to Barca. Sorry for you there, but if he does, Mane and Salah suddenly become great options. Decent shot by El Neni there. Are they offering 120 million? 120 mil for... I'll take it. No offence to Coutinho, I think he's a great player. I do not think Coutinho's in the class yet where he's irreplaceable. I think for 60 million you could get someone that would do a very good job in the league. So my wife's just messaged back going, who do you think you are? Get your own beer. Well, she's not said get your own beer. I'm assuming she may bring it to me. Who would you choose, Coutinho or Salah? Well, if Coutinho's moving, I'd pick Salah. I like how Nimfree has not left the chat yet. She's addicted to the stream life. If you didn't know, Nimfree streamed yesterday. Go to her channel, hit that notification bell, and it will tell you when she's streaming, and you can check that out. She's got a lot better hairstyle than I do, so yeah. See, you do love me. Huh?
Did Mertesacker get a boo-boo?
Oh, Mertesacker, yeah. Are you watching the game?
No, sorry, on Facebook.
Ah, okay. JNO, once you're done with 30 days and have a good break, can you make an effing video on how to bring youngsters and make sure they turn into world-class players? I can look into that. That's definitely something I can look into. It all depends, really, if I do it straight away. Because I think I'll wait until FM18 drops. Then a lot more people are, of course, searching Football Manager. But I did have some decent success on West Ham World, didn't I, with youngsters? I sold them on for a lot of money anyway. If Cedric isn't fully fit, he will be right back for Saints. Is there anyone in the chat that knows? Because I don't. I'm not going to lie. Because Cuco Martina was the one, and he's gone to Everton. I'd say Ayush Sala is half decent. I'll tell her later, Nymphoria, that you said hello. I would choose Ali. I think it's in one of my recent videos. Just because I think Ali's got more of a goal threat. And I think that could be the difference in their scores again this season. Ayush Van Dijk would be a great signing, I think, for Liverpool. I think he's head and shoulders better than Lovren. I think Lovren just had a decent season at a club that were very good and then got a ridiculous transfer. Whereas I think Van Dijk is just a good defender. So, but you need someone to replace Coutinho if he does go. Mitrovic looks like he's going to play second fiddle to Dwight Gale, so I wouldn't put in Mitrovic. Not interested now, Chelsea scored. Don't worry, Arsenal are still in this game. Still in this game. How much is it pied? Makes me sound like I'm hungry. If that's how you say it, could be a great option for the first couple of game weeks. My girlfriend doesn't even get me a glass of water. I've always said it, my wife is very supporting. I've done this for 2 years, pretty much non-stop. And she could have quite easily said, stop wasting your time making videos. Especially when I only had like 100, 200 subscribers. So, you know, yeah, she's an absolute legend, mate. Lovren and decent in the same sentence doesn't make sense. I really hope Liverpool get a good defender, because that's the one thing that let you down last season. There was a couple of times when Liverpool's defending looked almost as bad as West Ham's. And West Ham was shocking last year. And I hate seeing schoolboy errors in defence. If it's a great goal, there's nothing you can do about it. If it's a good passing move, nothing you can do about it. But when it's just poor defending, it gets on my tits. And apologies if that's a rude word to use in a stream. Iñaki Williams, he's a fast player. I know you don't need a fast player anymore at Liverpool because you've got Salah and Mane. Who pied Kevin Owens. Oh, Gary Cahill and David Luiz headbutt each other. Same place Mertesacker got taken out. It's the exact same spot, Nymphoria, where Mertesacker got the elbow. There must be a certain, like, the sunlight right there must be blinding them when they go up for the ball. David Luiz looks out. Cahill's sitting up, but David Luiz is down. What I don't get is why on earth did Conte let Zuma go to, is it Stoke? Zuma's like perfect backup, a good defender, and it looked like he was willing to wait for his chance. Or maybe he wasn't, and maybe that's why he moved, went on loan. I believe it's a loan. I kind of want a penalty shootout. Come on, Arsenal, score. So let's see this goal, because I didn't see it. That's a good header in by Cahill. And Moses reacted really well. Arsenal's defence should have done better with that, though. Okay. Here's a bit of a J&O rant. Lier Namani. Apologies if I butchered your name. There's a reason I haven't made a Premier League prediction video. And also a reason why I might not make it is because the amount of hate you get off of that video. It's a good video for views and subscribers, but I watched Kurt make a video about Premier League predictions last year, and he got destroyed in the comments for no good reason, because at the end of the day it's a prediction. You don't know how the league's going to run. Who predicted Leicester to win the league 2 years ago? But if you don't put someone's club in the right spot, people suddenly want to kill you. Crazy stuff. I I don't think making a Premier League prediction video when you know very little about a club is great anyway. But it just feels to me I don't want to subject myself to that. And it's not a video I enjoy making anyway, because I'm personally of the opinion that I won't get it very correct anyway. And what's the point for me? Like, I could say, oh, this team are going to win. Unless I'm putting money on it, and then I'm right. Does it really matter who I think is going to finish where? I mean, if you guys ask me, I will, in a stream, I will quite happily just give you an answer. Like, for instance, I believe that Spurs will still finish in the top 4. I believe Liverpool will finish in the top 4. I'm not sure about City. I did think they would finish in top 4. And Chelsea are worrying me, but obviously they're winning now. And then you have Man United and Arsenal. Wow. Someone almost scored from a ridiculous angle. But yeah, I'm quite happy to tell you my predictions in stream. I just probably won't make a video about it. I did do a top 4 on Zane's channel. And speaking of Zane Muller, look who is in the chat. Some hearts for Zane Muller in the chat. Absolute legend. Massive growth for his YouTube channel very quickly. Wait a minute. Wait, do you see that? Nimfria has a nickname for Zane Muller. I thought I was the only one with a nickname. Oh, my heart. I thought I was the one with a nickname. Any questions for Zane Muller and Nimfria? Ask them in the chat. They may answer if they're around. And I haven't seen the hearts yet. Can we have some hearts in the chat for Zane Muller? Legendary intros. Like, if you remember last year when I tried to do funny intros, it's like that, but 50 times better. There we go, Jordan R with some hearts in the chat. I think I'm ahead chat-wise compared, or video-wise, because there's a bit of delay. Oh, there's a couple of Bible Arsenals, by the way. I can't find the channel. Actually, no. I know you liked some of my images, didn't you? So I can find the channel on my phone. Hey, Yush. I made my 3,000 thank you video. I'm close to... what's my exact count right now? 3,230 is what I'm telling is my live subscriber count. So, you know, making moves. So let's have a look. Let's hype up one of the followers. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Jordan R's Instagram. Go and follow it. If you are an Arsenal fan, it actually looks like a really good Instagram to follow. Let me just scroll through some of these for you. So we have Lacazette hitting the post. We have the lineup. I notice there's no Chelsea goal there. I'm joking. So yeah, go check that out. Go check out the Arsenal Bible. Zane, I've been doing this a lot longer than you, and your videos... It's a different editing style, but it's every bit as good. Like, if you've seen Zane's videos, like, I'd say his are a lot more YouTube-like than mine, whereas I'd say mine are trying to be a bit more newsy, a bit like True Geordie used to do, with, like, scrolling bar at the bottom and graphics, Whereas he has the graphics swoop in with the sound effects. I don't know what that hand movement is. But Zane, your videos are every bit as good as mine, my friend. Alright, I might have to kick Zane. He's flirting with my FPL wife. No worries, Jordan R. You know what I'm like. I love supporting. If you have content that you make, be it a website, Instagram, Twitter, my banner right now is by Yates Producers. Go and follow them on Twitter as well. He was nice enough to make me a free banner, so on the channel it goes. Absolutely support everyone that is making content, because we're all in this together. We're all trying to get somewhere. And I know I really appreciate it when Kurt and FPL updates, they all supported me when I was really small. They didn't have to. I will support anyone, no matter how big I get. I will give anyone a shout out if they're making content, because I know how hard it is to start. I'm getting nasally. Apologies if that comes across the stream as a very annoying noise. 7. Oh, what? What? Okay, guys, I don't know if I cut out there. I just got told that the stream ended, and now it says the stream is continuing. So let me know in the chat, did it just cut out for you guys there? Because that's the first time it's happened to me. But it said to me that the stream ended and it was processing it for a video. I think Huddersfield will get relegated most likely, Adam. I believe Huddersfield and potentially Brighton. I think Newcastle are the ones that could stay up. But from what I understand, Wagner is a very good manager, so who knows? Dejan Seko, all good. Okay, if you wondered why I suddenly looked very strange and weird and freaked out, I got told my stream ended. There shouldn't be ads in the middle of my video. All good, sugar tits. I appreciate it. They're pretty sweet, mate. So is the if you go like if you go follow JNO United on Instagram and like any photo, I'll then show the Instagram that you run, Ayush. I'll bring it up on my phone. By the way, if you want to support the channel without doing a super chat, which of course super chats are great, if a video does pop up or an ad pops up, watch the ad, because the more of the ad you watch, the more revenue I get from the advert. And that works with my videos, my streams. If you watch the whole advert, I get more money. So if you want to support me that way, we've got some subscribers that watch the whole advert for every single one of my videos, and I've seen the difference this year compared to last, because some of my videos have done really well, some haven't done amazing, but I can see that videos compared to last year and this year that get the same views, I'm getting more money, even though there's meant to be a YouTube adpocalypse. So if you want to help me out, watch the ads, and then like I think Loki has awesome ad revenue because all of his subs pretty much watch all of his ads. If you want to support any creator, not just me, if you're watching an Imfria video, a Zane Moolah video, if you watch the whole ad, it really helps out the YouTuber you're watching. I'll be honest, the YouTubers that are massive already, that are already getting paid ridiculous amounts of money, I skip the ad. Like Spencer FC, Mini Minter, I watch BuzzFeed. They do is it a conspiracy theory or BuzzFeed Unsolved? I don't watch their adverts because they're making money. They don't need my ad revenue. But when I watch Nimfria's video, I watch the whole ad. When I watch Loki Doki's video, I watch the whole ad. And that's the way you can support your the content creators you love that don't necessarily have a massive channel. Ayush Nimfria is definitely the most attractive FPL YouTuber. I'll give her that. To be honest, if you actually think about it, if you think about the FPL YouTubers that are out there that show their face regularly, and what society's general view of people that like focus on football stats, which is a bit of a nerdy thing to do, let's be fair, and are so obsessed with a fantasy football game. Nimfria is pretty much model good looking. You've got Kurt, is a good looking guy. You've got Zane, very good looking young guy. You've got me. I'd like to think I'm a grey... What do they call it? I've forgotten the name for it. There's a name for people with grey hair that are meant to be attractive. I don't think I'm bad looking anyway, but I've definitely had some attention ever since I got grey hair. Is that a thing? Women seem to like men with grey hair. What's it? Is it meant to be experience or something? Your girlfriend thinks I'm hotter than Nimfria because she's a woman. I'm assuming that's the reason. Not that it'd be... It's not wrong if she thinks Nimfria is better looking. You know what? We're in a world now where you can find anyone attractive who you want. Silver Fox. Jerome in there. Silver Fox. Silver Surfer. I'd love to be the Silver Surfer. Jeff. I would absolutely love that. I think Murata will be the main man up front when he's hot grandpas. I'm not a grandpa yet. I better not be a grandpa yet. Unless I had a kid that I don't know about when I was 16. And even then, they'd only be 13, so... But yeah, if you look, if I get my hair close enough, you might see some greys. And when I let my hair grow, it's even more obvious. Sorry, just bringing up Ayush Falur and his friend's Instagram. You look a bit like Troy Deeney. I've heard that before. I've heard that before. One of my football videos that I put on the channel, I got rinsed by a guy who's now a pretty loyal subscriber, to be fair. He was like, you're just a fat Troy Deeney, or you're Troy Deeney's fat cousin or something. But yeah, I look like Troy Deeney. I get that. If you give me a second, Nim, I'll say goodbye to you properly and give you a send-off. Thank you very much, Seb. Much appreciated. Sorry, I'm failing to multitask here. I'm trying to get something up on my phone. And it's not really working. Anyway, guys, Nimfria is off. So, before she goes, how about go over and check out her YouTube channel. Go subscribe. Also, FPL Journal, I'm presuming you can find it if you type it into Google, is her website. Go check that out as well. Great content creator. New to the scene and doing bits at the moment. So go check her out and put some hearts in the chat for Nimfria joining the stream. Chubbier version of Deeney. I like to think I'm a curvier version of Deeney. That's the way I like to look at it. Alright, so we are shouting out another Instagram page. We got Jordan Russo, or J.Russo5. Oh, it's a private account. Do you still want me to shout it out? But yeah, it's j.russo5, and if Ayush Fuller accepts me and he wants me to, I will show his Instagram in the stream. Ah, great, my game's just cut out. As long as the stream hasn't cut out, that's fine. Oh, that might have to be a video idea, Jeff. 50 Shades of FPL today. 50 Shades of FPL. Could I think of 50 things to do a video? 50 Shades of FPL. Rooney's chance at Everton. I think he'll be an important player. I'm just not sure he's going to score that much. What do you mean this device must be registered? I've just watched how much of the game on this device, and it's now telling me I need to register it. Johnny's iPad, it's on there. Well, this is annoying. So guys, if you didn't know, I now don't have the game up, so I have no idea what's happening. Oh, there we go. I've got the game back. Okay, there you go, guys. I'm assuming Ayush wants me to show this. I've not seen anything to suggest otherwise. Is Morata on? Did I miss that? Anyway, looks like an Arsenal fan page. I thought it'd be a Liverpool fan page. Okay. I don't know which one is who. But there's a lot of photos here of a very friendly looking squad. Arsenal, AC Milan and PSG group. Am I on the right one? Or have I just shown some randoms page? I've shown some random. Apologies, Jordan Russo, if you didn't want me to show your Instagram. But there's only 20 people in the chat, so... Xhaka almost with a beauty of a goal. Thank you very much, Jeff. Thank you for the support and the super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you for the 50 Shades of FPL idea as well. That could be huge. That could do bits for me, right? If I make a good video thanks to that idea, I will credit you if I remember, which hopefully I will. Ah, okay. Sorry, Jordan R. I was just about to show you all over my stream. I thought that was a Yush's page and I was a bit confused. Okay, so Ayush Fuller's page, it's Yug_YNWA96. Liverpool fan page for you guys to go and follow if you want to go and follow that. You can tell your friends you've got a YouTuber following you. Dejan Secco clearly way ahead of me because he's telling me who's coming on and I'm seeing them like rolling their socks up. Chris Sebastian, who do I go for? What, in this game? I was going for Arsenal, so I'm losing at the moment. You know, most of the people at your school are going to be like, who's JNO? Who is he? Well, shout out to Yug and his Instagram page. Go and follow the Instagram page. Okay, now the game's opened up. It looks like Chelsea are getting the better of the chances to me, which is annoying because I want penalties. So the only people not to be in this stream so far are FPL Tips and Bretsby from the FPL community. But still go check them out. Massive friends of the channel, both FPL Tips and FPL TV is Bretsby's new channel name. And in the chat, for those guys of you still around, what other content would you like me to see me do? And I'll let you know if I can or can't do it. But if you'd like to see me do other content, let me know. There's a reason games aren't on this channel as much anymore, because you get people that play fantasy football that don't like games. And football games I can get away with, but I can't do like other games on this channel. And the growth seems best when I'm just doing this type of content. I'm thinking football content might get on with the FPL content. So like going to games, playing football, that kind of stuff. So we might try some more of that. I'm thinking of booking a pitch. I have a friend who is an American soccer player, because it's in America, on a soccer scholarship. So I'm thinking about doing some videos with her if she's in the country. Thank you, Jordan R, for telling everyone about my channel. Hopefully you still win your mini league though. Favourite movie? I mean, my favourite series of movies is probably the Fast and Furious series, because I like cars, I like action. Favourite movie of all time though, Wolf on Wall Street, or is that Wolf on Wall Street? That is one of my favourite movies. Man on Fire with Denzel Washington, that's one of my favourite movies. I do like the Hunger Games series as well. €200 if Chelsea win. Michael Foley, for you, I now want Chelsea to win. Who's got a red? Who's just got a red? Has Pedro got a red? Jordan R, I followed the Arsenal fan page. Of course I did, man. Have you heard of Dominic Solanke? I have heard of him. If he gets to play at Liverpool, he could be a great option. You know what? That is a bad challenge. That is a bad challenge. This could be Arsenal's way back into the game with 10 minutes left. Ayush, I'd love to say I know the answer to that, and you guys have ruined it. I've not seen the goal yet, but it doesn't transfer. It doesn't transfer into the Premier League. It's just come up on my commentary. Doesn't transfer into the Premier League, so Pedro is still eligible. Is it Kolasinac who scored? I'm about to see it. Wow, that is such an instant reply to a red card. That's ridiculous. Is that Giroud who scored it? Oh, okay. Got that wrong. I've got 2 goals wrong on this stream. I kind of want... I know it is Kolasinac. I'm telling you, I recommended Kolasinac in my premium defenders video. He looks like he can get in the box for headers, he can get forward to attack down the wing, he can put a ball into the box. I think Kolasinac is the better version of Bellerin if he plays. Score is 1-1 at the moment, Tommy plays. Dominic Solanke is a great talent. Like I've got a cousin who lives in Denmark, and that doesn't explain why I watch some Dutch football. But with the PSV Patrol, and which I did on this channel a while back, Football Manager, and the fact of Scandinavian football and Holland's close to there, I love Dutch football. And Solanke played in Holland, and he looked good. He looked like he was really promising. It's like Vince with Roman Reigns. That's a great one. Giroud's good at scoring. Michael Foley, I kind of want Chelsea to score because I want you to win €200. I think that would be epic. I think the most I've ever won on a bet is 110 quid when I bet on Leicester to beat Liverpool. I said it on the Fantasy Football Surgery podcast. I said Liverpool are the type of side to lose to Leicester. And I was right. PSV Patrol is the greatest thing you ever produced. That was when I wasn't always doing face cam as well, so I'm surprised to hear you say that, Ayush. I did enjoy it though. I just wish I'd done better in the Champions League or the Europa League with PSV. Pedro will not be banned for the start of the season. It doesn't... Community Shield red cards don't go into anything, pretty much. So, what have we actually learned from this game? We've learned that Moses looks like a pretty damn good defender because he will get into the box. And let's be honest, he was a winger initially, so he could convert to a wing back and be really good for us. Giroud is still in Arsene Wenger's mind. Everton want to sign him, but it looks like, you know what? Arsene Wenger loves a bit of Olivier Giroud, sorry. Lacazette looked decent for a big part of the game, but he didn't score. Kolasinac looks like a good defender as well. I think that's pretty much what we learnt. Willian likes to dive. But the thing is, Daniel Henry, if Coutinho goes, does that mean Firmino may move to somewhere else? Because he's not an out-and-out striker, is he? I'm a brown version of Pep Guardiola. Really? I mean, I'll take that. I mean, I wouldn't mind Pep's job. Okay, we could have a penalty shootout on our hands, and I guarantee you that you guys are going to know what happens way before I do, because I'm watching this on my iPad. Oh, okay, you want a story, Ayush. Thomas McCarthy, the score is 1-1, Arsenal-Chelsea. Kolasinac scored to equalise. Moses scored the first goal for Chelsea. Okay, so, when did I start following football in Wimbledon? At the age of 3, 1988, I lived in Wimbledon. My dad was working in London. And Wimbledon FC won the FA Cup. My dad took me to the town centre to watch Wimbledon come back with the FA Cup trophy. Now, I don't remember that day because I was 3. But my dad tells me I was smiling from ear to ear. I was shouting at the bus and all sorts. And ever since then, I supported Wimbledon. And then the whole move to Dublin happened, and then they didn't go Dublin, they went to Milton Keynes, and that wasn't my side anymore. And I flirted with supporting Chelsea and Crystal Palace. I've been to Selhurst Park plenty of times because, of course, we ground shared, and Chelsea were the closest team to where I lived. At the time, Chelsea weren't as big as they were. Who knows, as a kid, if Chelsea were the team they are now, back then, I may have just moved to Chelsea. But the community built a new side, AFC Wimbledon, and speaks for itself. We've been around for like 15, 16 years, and we're in League One. That's the fastest rising team, and the only team, I believe, that started this century and became a professional team this century that's around at the moment. And I've been to Manchester to watch them at the Etihad get promoted to League 2. And I watched them at Wembley get promoted to League 1. So, AFC Wimbledon all the way for me. Does it not say I'm following the Bible Arsenal? Let's fix that then. So I'm 32. Yeah, you retracted your message, but I'm 32 this year. My birthday's in December. So, yes, I'm 32 when December hits. Did you ever hear of an Irish game called hurling? No, but if it's an Irish game, it sounds like it could be fun. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the Arsenal Bible. Let me type it in. Yeah, but that's in Germany. Stop trying to knock my team, Daniel Henry. English league's a lot deeper. Mate, I wish some of my friends would start an FPL league where I could win some money. I've heard of Gaelic football. Oh, so you fell in love with Liverpool from playing fantasy football? That's cool. Okay. I'm trying to find Arsenal Bible and I look at a page and it's randomly got frickin' just randomly see a woman dribbling a basketball with her boobies hanging out. I've got some Irish family on my wife's side. I'm down with the Irish. Love an Irish pub when I'm on holiday. And my brother-in-law from my wife's side is about as Irish as you can get. If you tag me in a photo, Jordan, I will make sure I follow your channel. I think my friends get a bit annoyed with me because I always beat them, but I clearly take it a lot more seriously than they do. I mean, I talk about it 24/7. The only issue is I actually think I would probably get a better ranking if I didn't make so many videos about FPL, because I'm so busy making videos about it that I've not looked at my team in ages. Ayush Falur, I hope you don't hate me for this, but cricket as a sport to watch bores me to death. I played it, I was a spin bowler. I had good wrist movement. Nothing else needs to be said about that. But I was a spin bowler at the age of like 7, 8. And at that age it was very random. So yeah. I was very good at cricket. I could catch a ball very well. I was a goalkeeper outside of cricket, so catching was easy for me. So yeah, I was good at cricket. But to watch it, I can't watch it. I just can't. Oh, blimmin' heck. Someone almost scored for Chelsea there. Was that Morata? Morata looked good in the box then, getting on the end of that cross. Alright, so Arsenal Bible. Let's make sure we follow. Walcott almost through there. Alright, I should now be followed. Yeah, I can't watch cricket, Ayush. Like, if it's a World Cup final, or is there a World Cup in cricket? Something like that. Then yeah, I can watch cricket, but otherwise no. Christian Sebastian, what kind of music do you like? Very varied. If you'd asked me about 2 or 3 years ago, I'd have told you mainly R&B and rap. But that being said, the first concert I ever went to was Linkin Park. Rest in peace, their lead singer. I've forgotten his name off the top of my head. But that was my very first concert, was Linkin Park. Justin Timberlake was a concert I've been to. NERD, Pharrell Williams' group. That was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. S Club 7. I was a huge S Club 7 fan, and I went to their reunion. If you go far enough back on my Instagram, there's me going to an S Club 7 concert when they reunited. So my music taste is varied. I haven't been to a concert in a while, though, to be fair. Right now, I'd say my taste is a bit dubstep and trap. But I don't know if that's because that's the kind of music I use for videos and stuff. So... But I've also got into motivational stuff on SoundCloud, where like there's music in the background. It's that kind of motivational movie kind of music, and then they use quotes from people that kind of get you hyped up for stuff. So my taste is very varied. I'll even like a pop song if it's a good pop song. Mate, there's been politics in football, Yush. Hi, welcome back, Tommy Plays. Good to see you back in the chat. Okay, we are almost to penalties, unless something happens. I don't understand Gaelic football. I've watched it. It seems like some weird hybrid of rugby and football. I think I'm thinking of the same thing. Or is that Aussie rules I'm thinking of now? Or is that similar to Gaelic? I don't know. Stop embarrassing myself. I'll stop talking. At 5 million, Matic could be one of the best scoring £5 million midfielders. But for 0.5 million more, you can probably find a much better midfielder. You had Capoue and Allen last year outscored Matic. And they're 5.5 now, I think. Chris Sebastian does R&B. Let's see if I can find you. And we are going to penalties, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, have you got 3,596 subs, Christian Sebastian? Yes, if you put it... Have I followed you on... If you tweet it, Instagram it, DM me on Instagram. I should have followed you back, I assume. Then yeah, you can let me know. I do have an idea of my own, but we'll see. Have you ever heard of AFL? Is that Aussie Football League? That's a random guess. Okay, you never left. You've just been watching. That's cool, man. Leo Mickelson. You look like a good shag. We're a bit wary of comments like that, Leo, because it's like we've had some people come in and hate. I'd like to think I'm good at that word. But, you know, ask my wife, I guess. Arnab Shome. Yes, this community is growing. I hope to keep it going as well. Right, just start the penalties, God's sake. By the way, I've got a friend called Chris, and he's so... Wait, let me make sure there's nothing in this WhatsApp group that will get me in trouble. Yeah, it looks all good. He's just asked me this. What's going on with your mini-leagues this season, J&O? Where has he been? Is he not... He was commenting on my videos last year. Blimey neck, he's my friend. He's meant to be the biggest supporter of my channel out of my friends. He's only just asking what I'm doing with my mini leagues. He should already know. Hey, they've got to learn somewhere, Ayush. And anyway, penalties isn't that hard to learn. Like, as soon as they start taking penalties, she'll know. You put the ball on a penalty spot, which is in the box, which is near where the goalkeeper stands. You take a shot, the goalkeeper tries to save. If she watches ice hockey, a little bit similar to that. What is our sub count looking like? We haven't had any subscribers in a while. The stream has died a little bit. We've not really grown much in subscriptions. Subscribers. Let me put out another little tweet. We'll make it nice and simple. We'll just put penalties. And then the link. ABBA. There's a new penalty format. Okay, so there's a new format to these penalties, which will be interesting. ABBA. So if Arsenal take the first penalty, then Chelsea take 2 penalties, and then Arsenal take a penalty. I've gone offline again, and I'm back. So that may be another advert for you guys. Arnab Shom thinks I should work on my video windows. To be honest, Arnab Shom, they used to be worse. But don't worry, when I get more time, because I'm making so many videos at the moment, I don't really get the time to look. Sorry, choked on my own swag. Okay, Cahill's taking the first pen. I already know what happens because Chris Sebastian's told me. I'd retire in India as a footballer. I'm sure they're still getting paid good money. That's a decent pen, to be fair. That's a really good penalty by Cahill. Why is Walcott taking a penalty? I mean, if he scores, he scores, but I just have a feeling he won't. Here we go. Good penalty. Why do England players not take penalties like this when they play for England? Like, seriously. I don't understand. 2 England players, 2 penalties, 2 good penalties. Put an England shirt on them, they can't do that. Good penalty by Monreal. Not as good as the Cahill and Walcott penalties. Apparently Chelsea have missed. Why is Courtois taking the penalty? Wow, Courtois. What the hell? What on earth did... Why is Courtois taking a penalty? And, jeez, that's not a goal kick, mate. Jeez. Why is Courtois taking a penalty? Out of all the players they got on the pitch, Oh, Morata missing as well. Great start to Morata's career at Chelsea. I thought Cech had saved it. Bad penalty. Okay, is this Kolasinac? If he scores here, 3-1. Oh, it's Chamberlain. Another England player. Another good penalty. They're winding me up now. Put an England shirt on them, they'd have all missed. Arsene Wenger could look a little happier though. So yeah, Olivier Giroud could win it. The sexy man, Olivier Giroud. I was going to say, Yush, they've not helped you with this ABBA, have they? It was hard enough to explain penalties to her anyway. Arsenal were good at the penalties. Well, congratulations to Arsenal. Nymphia's back, and she looks happy. I mean, I'm assuming that's what that noise means. That she's just typed into the chat. There you go, Nympria. In the screen box, you can see Arsenal win the Community Shield. So you know what? We can stop watching the stream. I don't need that anymore. I know what the result is. Nymphree is so happy she feels sick. So does that mean you'd feel sick if they lost as well? Just wondering. Wenger's going to celebrate like he's won the Champions League. Hey look, Arsenal need all the success they can get at the moment. I mean, I know they won the FA Cup last year, but Arsenal really should be at least challenging top 4 this year, hopefully. And that Champions League has evaded them, hasn't it? So what have we actually learned? We've learned Chelsea are pretty poor at penalties, but they did have Courtois take a penalty. Morata messed up a penalty. Does that mean he's off penalties if he was ever on them? Wasn't it? Hazard was usually on penalties, I think, for Chelsea anyway, and he's out, of course, at the moment. But I think what we've learnt from that is don't get sent off in the Community Shield. But Kolasinac looks good. Victor Moses looked good. They both look like they could be getting goals this season. Lacazette looked sharp. He was unlucky not to score that chance he hit against the post. Morata, all I can really remember is that penalty miss. I don't remember him doing anything else. Iwobi looked good. And so did Welbeck, if they start. Willian didn't look amazing. Pedro got sent off, however, but that doesn't affect the start of the season. I'd say Arsenal dominated most of that game. That's the way I see it. So Arsenal may be worth looking at more than I thought. That being said, none of their attacking players really scored any goals, did they? So it is very interesting things to take from this game. I've now noticed that England players can take penalties when they're not wearing an England shirt. I apologise to Mick Foley. It would have been nice if you could have won €200, but unfortunately, no night out for you tonight. That's a shame. Imagine a €200 night out. That would have been sick. Chris Sebastian, favourite TV show? Game of Thrones, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Game of Thrones is the best show in the world. Plenty of other shows I like. Survivor being one of my favourite shows. I'm a fan of The Walking Dead. But I'd say Survivor, which is a reality show, but not a stupid reality show, where people try and survive on an island and not get voted off by their fellow contestants. I love that game. And if I ever get to the point where I'm big enough to get America or Australia to let me go on their versions of the show, I'm going on Survivor. It's one of my... Someone asked me what my dream was. I think Ayush Falur's girlfriend asked me what my dream is. One of my dreams is to be on Survivor. If England ever do a Survivor, I'm applying. Sorry from the whole of India for leaking episode 4. It's not even good leaks, mate. Not even good quality leaks. Not that I've looked. So wait, yes, she's claiming Arsenal her team already. And they've won a trophy and yours hasn't. Ouch. I mean... No offence, Miss Ayush Falur. Maybe I shouldn't call her Miss. Girlfriend Ayush. It's a bit rich having supported the team for a day and saying that, but... You know. Congratulations. Your team has won something and Ayush Falur's team hasn't. If you have any more questions for me before I leave the stream, go ahead now, because I'm just going to finish this beer before we move on. Any questions about the game, go ahead and ask. I don't think we learnt as much as we'd have liked to have learned, but I didn't watch it as closely as I'd have liked to, because we were in the stream, so I was answering questions as well. A lot of women do like Giroud. Olivier Giroud, he's got the sexy French name. And let's be fair to him, he's not bad looking, is he? You'll never understand women, Ayush, and to be honest, they'll never understand us. We both think we're simple creatures. Daniel Henry, how often do you stream? I want to do it more. When I finally move to my location for my next job, I should hopefully stream at least once or twice a week. But right now I'm training in London, so I'm still doing the whole travelling business, which means I'm not streaming as much as I'd like. Friday I was planning on streaming the first game of the season, but my brother and some friends are going to play mini golf. If they let me, I may even try and vlog it, but we'll see. And that's if I'm going. If I'm not going, I'll try and stream on Friday. I'll definitely try and stream on Saturday. I think streaming while the majority of games are going on Saturday might be a good area for me to stream, because there's no actual game playing live, which I think the problem with doing a stream when there's a game on is people won't join the stream because they're watching the game. Whereas those 3 o'clock fixtures, at least in England, there's no game on live. They're all just 3 o'clock games, so I might try and stream 3 o'clock on Saturday. So there should be my next stream. I might try and get one randomly on the Tuesday for the Euro Super Cup. If not, just get one randomly in before the season actually starts. To be honest, as far as Morata's concerned, he was a bit... Apparently he wasn't fit enough to start. That is why he may not have the full backing. Sam Vokes or Deeney? Deeney's nailed on. Sam Vokes isn't, because Andre Gray has looked good in pre-season. What place am I aiming for in FPL? I'm aiming for a top 10k finish. In England, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 to 6 live games, but it all depends. Like, we can have a weekend where we have 2 live games on Saturday and 2 live games on Sunday, and then 6 games happen, or no, even a live game Monday. So 5 games don't get played live, and they all get played at 3 o'clock. And in Freya, there are plenty of teams that don't win as much as Arsenal, so don't get too frustrated. To be honest, I think if they showed every game ever, it just... Could you watch that many games? Yes, I'm a persuasive man. Got the charm. Everyone, TP Football Analysis has his Classic League code in the chat and head-to-head league. Yush Valur is making an argument to move to India to watch their league. By the way, before we finish this stream, if you do want to support the channel and the stream in general, there are plenty of ways to do it in the description with Patreon, Ko-fi or Coffee, where you can donate to the channel. And also, if you want a super chat, just below the chat is a $sign. You click that, you can donate to the stream to support the channel and show your support for this live stream. We've already had 2 super chats today. Absolute legends that they are. We've had 2 amazing characters, humans, legends, heroes. I can't think of more superlatives for them. But we had Jeff Holt with $5 and Matthew Ashton with $1, or it might have been pounds. I'm used to seeing dollars. But yeah, absolute legends supporting the stream. Nimfria, tell us when you're streaming next so I can tell everyone. Exactly, TP. If every game was on TV, then you wouldn't go to the games as much, would you? And I think that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else I need to say or address. Videos should continue. I think 30 Days of FPL is over on Wednesday. There may still be video on Thursday as well. I may just take, apart from streaming, I may take after Wednesday off, depending on if I feel like I need to get some videos out. I do feel like I need to show you guys my team. There's still 2 videos I need to do for the player series as well. I might have to push myself to do more than 1 video a day. My name, just John is fine, or Johnny, Jonny is what most people call me. Next stream, maybe Tuesday, we'll see. But I might need to push myself to get some content out before the season starts. Daniel Henry, as soon as I can go to every AFC Wimbledon game, I will. But right now, my job doesn't allow me, so that's a real disappointment. Especially as the season ticket is pretty reasonable. I know it's a lower league club, but the season ticket is pretty good. But yeah, I think we will call it here. So thank you guys so much for the support. Is it really not a Yush Valur? Have I really been saying it that wrong? I apologise if I have. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, as always, to the... Oh, we've got a subscriber, so let's mention that first. Jamel Francis, thank you so much for joining the FPL Today family. It's much appreciated. I've had a complete brain malfunction, and words didn't come out of my mouth. But we're calling the stream here, so thank you guys so much for tuning in, as always, to the channel. Check out the description to see any links to support the channel. Hit that like button when this goes live as an actual video as well, to share it out there. My streams always seem to do really well. Next stream should be Tuesday, hopefully, if I get it right, during the Europa Cup, Europa League, Europa Super Cup game. You can see the beer's clearly having an effect now. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you're still in the stream and you haven't subscribed yet for some strange reason. Anyway, I've been Jay.